Good morning. Quite a few of my adults have requested not an easy version of the Moonlight Sonata, but the actual Moonlight Sonata. Now remember, sonatas were in 3 sections in those days. So the first section is called a movement, is the bit that you probably know very well. So this is the bit I'm going to play. Now it's slow, but it's tricky. Loads of people call me up and say, my ambition is to play the Moonlight Sonata. Be careful with your hands. If you haven't had many lessons, then just go slowly. If you want to pick it out, pick it out. It's, I'm all for people doing stuff that's too tricky for them in some ways. In other ways, just don't get put off if you find it just a wee bit too tricky for you at the moment. Choose something easier and come back to it. There are no rules with piano playing, you just enjoy yourself. So I'm going to do this Tom Play version, which if you download the Tom Play app, and I don't have an affiliation to them, I just love them, you can download it and then just pause, rewind, play as much as you like. So here we are. This will probably be slightly louder than it should be. It's marked PP, which means very quiet. When you're starting, look at your hand position. The most common thing I see people doing is having their hands towards the outside of the piano when they should be further in if they've got lots of sharps. And this piece does have a lot of sharps. It's in C sharp minor, which has got 4 sharps. So it's really important that you make sure you know what they are. Father Charles goes down. F sharp, C sharp, G sharp, D sharp. Make a note of that. Sharps are the black keys to the right. So if you've got a C sharp, it's the black key to the right of C. Now in order for this to sound the way you want it to, don't just play with your fingers like this. Just try and play with your arm a little bit more. So you're just rotating round. Where the melody starts. Now this will be your biggest challenge, will be getting the melody out while underneath these fingers that are strongest are having to play quieter. That is a huge challenge for people whose fingers aren't used to the piano. As I say, it is quite tricky, but if you're determined, then do quite a lot of working out at the piano. Quietly underneath. Slight crescendo here. Keep that melody singing out. Push, push, and less. Now this sinks into minor, so make sure your audience notice the change. Make sure each of these repeated notes is slightly different in character. Sorry, page turn. Slightly louder and back. And take it down to here. Echo. Now follow the fingering. Watch out for double sharps. Change. Diminuendo means get quieter. Original theme. So gorgeous. Keep going. Clash. Build up the drama. And back. Build up. And keep this going because it's a longer phrase. Sorry. Stretch. Land. Don't get slow too quick. Remember to pause, hold, release pedal and hand slowly at the end.